Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is I, Swampy, back with more content for you. I know what you're gonna say. I already know. Where's the video? Stop! Stop! Look, yeah, I know I haven't been putting out much content as of late. Whoops. But you might have noticed, new camera. Pretty cool, pretty sick. Jokes aside, it is good to be back. And, you know, we're not making a vape review, but hey, I told you guys we tried branching out into some other stuff, and this is, that. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of Cyberpunk's deluxe box set that they were selling for a limited time. They're still being sold. I don't think you can get them on the website anymore, but you can get them from resellers. So go on Amazon, buy one if you like this video. I'll even link it in the description below if you're into it. I was. First and foremost, before we even get into the unboxing of the actual book, I thought it would be really cool to just show this off that comes with the box set. Let me just show you guys what is inside of it. The lapel is going on. Okay, a silver hand poster that comes with it. Also what comes in it are these little postcards. I don't know if you can see that. They are actually postcards. And on the front of all of them are concepts and cars that are actually in the game. Gotta admit, I fucks with this heavy. I just gotta say, they really went hard in the paint on this. It's just so rustic looking. I mean, they really went with that like urban look on it, and it just fits the game so well. So the top actually slips off like so. Now for the actual cover of the book, I gotta say, also really cool design, really fits. You got the map of the game, and I can only assume a barcode that probably doesn't lead to some sort of malware. Tattoos from the game. They're all the designs that you will find in the game from local gangs and what have you. They're real tattoos too, by the way. You can actually use these. I won't personally because I think it's cool to just keep it. But shit, if you want to use it, go the fuck ahead. I don't think anyone gives a shit. So they have a lot of concepts of the blueprints for like schematics and stuff like that to show some of the, I suppose, how the fundamentals would work with some of this, such as the arms and stuff like that, you know, like the robotic arms you see a lot in the game. And also just like kind of how humanity went from needing this for more like a war thing, where you had a lot of people coming back from war who would lose limbs, so they built it for that, and then it's slowly kind of snowballing into what we know it as in the game. Weapons, shooty shoot, pew pew, yeah. It tells you about some weapon sales and the corporations and stuff that make weapons. They do actually have a page here where they just show all of these fake companies that they designed. The weapons in Cyberpunk are so interesting. I mean, I fall in love with the whole samurai thing they did. I thought that was really cool, having these like cybernetic swords and stuff that you can use and knives you can throw. I really like that. That's one of my favorite things to use in the game, besides like obviously the little arm cannon things and weird shit that you can get. Also, just regular guns are fun. They have a lot of variants with the actual types of guns. Every gun has a different type of way of shooting. Every gun's kind of different. It's not like the same stuff. I can appreciate they went into a lot of effort to do that when they didn't have to. It definitely made the game more fun. Let me just say, vehicles in this game are my favorite thing. By far, they did in this game. I love the vehicles. Sure, the mechanics for driving said vehicles are not that great. And sometimes it can be really annoying, especially if you don't use controller and stuff. But it's kind of hard to make anything on PC, like, especially with driving easy. So I'll give them a pass on that. Regardless, the concepts for the vehicles look amazing. The actual vehicles in the game look amazing, and they just did a really good job. I mean, the sounds that they make, the styles that they look like. I mean, they went hard in the paint. The effort that went into designing and conceptualizing some of these vehicles had to be just so annoying. I can only imagine. So, kudos. Once you get to the halfway marker in the book, it gets to this like legacy part where it shows you kind of like the different regions of the city, the people that run it, the lore behind them, their backgrounds, why they do what they do, blah blah blah, that sort of thing. I actually really like this because I found myself in the game not really understanding a lot of the gangs unless you really went into YouTube videos and stuff like that. And that's not to say that they don't have a lot of information in the game. It's just not like it's the exposition's not really laid that thick in the story. It's there and it's like available, but I wouldn't necessarily say that on your first playthrough or even your second one you're gonna learn everything. And when you go through a lot of these places, I don't think you necessarily think about these things. Like, dude, a lot of effort went into just this background stuff. This stuff that shouldn't matter too much, you wouldn't think, but it definitely just makes the atmosphere of the game more real. Like, you don't really think about it, but then you're just like, why does this feel so like a real world? And it's really because of these small details they do. It's so worth it. The world building is just, it's on a different level in this game. And the people that made Project Red, the people that made the game, honestly, even in The Witcher, I mean, they went hard, man. Then you get to a really cool part of the book that talk about the militant corporations and the corporations that have their own little militaries. Like I said, they're just them making so much of an effort to make multiple different types of corporations that are all influencing the story. Like, you don't gotta do that, but it's so awesome that they did. They do have a page dedicated to law enforcement, which is definitely a part of the game. They do show that even in some of the first missions, how important law enforcement plays a role into a lot of the story. A lot of their vehicles are really cool. I like the little floaty ship that they always show come down and like start fucking shooting people. I think the gangs are one of my favorite parts of the game. Mainly because, like I was saying earlier, you really don't think about them too much. You don't, or at least you don't think about the lore to them. Now, I would say the gangs are the most slept on part of the game, honestly. They're so interesting, and yet it feels like I was saying earlier, the exposition's not shoving it down your throat to what these people are here for. You can look into it, it's there. You see like big strong women and stuff randomly to beat the shit out of you and you're like, what the hell's going on with this? But it's just another enemy. You see Maelstrom people, oh, they're really cool, they have all these cybernetics, you just shoot them. It's one of those things in the game that you just see them as more of a target, an enemy. You just see them as cannon fodder, honestly. And that's okay. The game's supposed to be a shooter and it's fun to just shoot people. But also it is fun to see the amount of effort that went into actually building these communities of people up. I ran out of space on my SD card to finish the video, but let me just say, guys, thank you so much for sticking around, for wanting to watch more stuff. I really appreciate it if you guys could hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, obviously. We do plan on doing more stuff. Obviously, this is not going to be the industry standard. And this is not going to be our bread and butter, doing videos like this. But as I just wanted to kind of put something out, being it's been so long, I just kind of had to rush a video. And I don't like doing that, but here we are. So regardless, I hope you guys liked this video despite that. And if you guys want to buy this book, go ahead and click the link down in my bio and buy it, because it is good and it is nice and I like it a lot. So if you're into that sort of thing, you're into Cyberpunk, Edgerunners, or the game, I suggest buying it. It's a really interesting read. It's really interesting if you're an artist and just want to appreciate the art that went into the game and the concepts for the game. So, yeah. really is good to be back, guys. Honestly, I hope you guys like the new quality. I hope you guys like the new camera and audio setup. I hope all of it works well, and all that. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stick around. I can be sure and I can promise you guys that we will have more videos coming out in the future. Just give me a fucking second.